Welcome back to MSNBC, the place for politics. In several hours from now, John McCain will accept his party's nomination and then look across the country to see which states he can take or at least hold on to. And this election year, some veteran political analysts say the road to the White House may very well go through the Rocky Mountain West. And with me now is Erik Iverson, who's chairman of the Montana Republican Party. Mr. Iverson, this is parochial politics, is a graduate of Montana State. That makes him a Bobcat. He's living in Missoula, which may be the most liberal town in Montana, and it's the home of the Grizzlies.
That's right.
You get your work cut out for you every day.
That's right. Pretty much ground zero on a lot of fronts there, a glutton for punishment. But it's great. Montana has been put on the political map this year, and I think the West is going to be important. And so it's been exciting, even as a Republican, to see even Barack Obama come into the state, and obviously Hillary Clinton was there. And so it's been an exciting year in Montana politics.
Let's talk objective realities. Barack Obama has not just been in the state a little bit, he's been there a lot.
Yep. His
last stop before he went to Denver was in Billings. He spent the 4th of July in Butte, Montana. It's only 3 electoral votes, but in an election like this one, it could make a big difference.
It absolutely could. But I got to say, Barack Obama's been 5 times. He's got 19 offices, 40 paid staffers, and he is stalling in the polls. You know, in early July, he was up by 5. Recent polling that we've got in at the state party now has John McCain up 4. So I think Barack Obama has to come 5 times. He doesn't identify with rural Western issues and rural Western values, and so he has to come to Montana to learn the issues and to really begin to sell himself there. I mean, if you look at you look at his record, whether it's guns, whether it's wanting to raise taxes on small business. He called coal a dirty energy that we need to tax. Well, Montana's the Saudi Arabia of coal. We've got the largest recoverable coal reserves in the nation.
Hey, you sound like the governor of Montana, who's a Democrat, Brian Schweitzer, has been pushing coal pretty hard.
Yeah.
He's going to be running for re-election.
He
doesn't have a lot of Republican opposition at this point. Max Baucus, Democratic senator, is up as well. Can they pull Barack Obama through?
I don't think so. I think Montanans are notorious ticket splitters, and Montanans. My guess is Montana goes John McCain between 8 to 10 points right now. I just think Brian Schweitzer is obviously popular in Montana, but people are going to make that presidential choice based upon Barack Obama, John McCain, and now Sarah Palin, which is a huge choice for Montana and a potential game changer in the West, I think.
She appeals to Montana women of both parties?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, anybody watched that speech last night understands that Sarah Palin gets rural issues. I felt for the first time that there's a voice for rural America when I watched Sarah Palin last night, and that's going to resonate in Montana. One
of the things that Fred Thompson said the other night, she's a woman who can field dress a moose.
That's right.
Can you?
I cannot, but I can field dress a deer, so we don't run into too many moose in my neck of the woods. But I'm not so sure I'd be a fan of moose stew, but I'm not going to argue with her. She's a lifetime member of the NRA.
All right. Erik Iverson, thanks very much for being with us.
Thank you.
We'll all be watching Montana very closely. It's the final day here for the GOP convention in St. Paul, and as John McCain gets ready to take the stage tonight. Primetime coverage kicks off at 7 Eastern with hosts Chris Matthews and Keith Olbermann.